Hey guys, welcome to the stream space, or welcome back if you've been here before. We're here for our Battle Pass review for the newest season, and it is the one I'm the most excited for. I've been wanting this for like the last 4 years. We are over the friggin' moon over it. We've played a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't wait to play just to do this video. But when I switch to the game screen, you'll see immediately why I'm excited. It's only been 4 years that I've been saying like they could easily do a crossover with this. I've even talked about how they could pull it off. So we finally have the Power Rangers crossover in Fortnite. So we're gonna pop this. I'm gonna play controller. Just FYI, I don't want to use a mouse and keyboard. I'm not a mouse and keyboard guy. Scroll down. Got it. Oh, cool! Future War stuff is all coming back. This is the first time this has been in the store for like 3 years. Never did get the rest of him. But these guys are the main reason I'm excited. I have actually bought that bundle because I could not buy that bundle. You know, it's just, I felt that a Power Rangers crossover was something they could easily have done, and they have done it. Now, predominantly, this season is kind of a weird mix of Halo and Power Rangers, because the first skin you unlock in the Battle Pass is actually a what's it called? Like, it's a Spartan. It's like a androgynous Spartan. You can't tell if it's male or female officially, but let's go over that Battle Pass. We're gonna go over all the different passes that are currently available right now, so you guys can kind of see what you're walking into. Okay. So, like I said, we played a little bit, right? So we'll start with the first and the main Battle Pass. And I'm just going to the beginning. So this is the first skin you unlock, you know, a UNSC Blue Armored Spartan. Can't tell if it's a really skinny guy or a girl. I cannot tell. So honestly, that's probably on purpose, but whatever. They give you the energy sword as their harvester. I don't know if I like that it's not as pointy as the actual energy sword usually is, but honestly, it's a cool harvester. I think it looks great. It's got that plasma ripple, right? Then you get a nice, reactive camo for your gun, which I think looks really good. If you're into Halo, this is like the perfect pack for you. Got a spray. I don't care for sprays. Most people don't use them. I use them in Marvel Rivals. That's about it. Next up is a shattered Halo ring, which I think is super cool. Yeah, this is like a big game from when I was a teenager. It's one of the first games I ever played online. Onomorph Hunter. Yeah, you get this blaster in the game. We'll see if we can find one when we actually play the map. And it actually lets you, it's a blaster you can charge. It's got decent power at the low charge, but then it really can dish it out. Some V-Bucks, of course. There's always about 13, I think there's about 1,000 to 1,400 spread out throughout the pass, so that's the first one. And then a new emote. This one's my favorite. They've given us Little Ghost, so we get to traverse around on a miniature ghost. And I have the Warthog, so honestly, if I wanted to create a Spartan loadout, and I could have both, and it'd be really funny. However, I probably would be more likely to use Master Chief, because I have the Series X exclusive version of his skin, which is the black one. Banner icon. Bombard the Hive. Calling in airstrikes. This is probably one of my favorites, because this is obviously the Brute energy sword, but it's red, and I think it looks really good as red. More V-Bucks, so we're at 200 so far. Nice UNSC emote. The red armor, which, I mean, red versus blue, man. So now we're on to the next one. This is an original character kit, which is OXR Idol, which is funny because it's right on the cusp of, like, you know, K-pop Demon Hunters releasing, so I wonder if this is kind of an homage to that. Maybe. And these are kind of cool. I think these would look good on pretty much any character. Except for the hearts. I don't really like the hearts. This is this is a glider. Nice little Gatling gun in the middle, ready to fight. Okay, and that's what it looks like. What's the purpose of the handlebar if it's not attached to it? Just got attitude. Okay, that's the character herself. These are her. It looks like this is our. This is her harvester. It's nunchucks in the form of a mic with spikes on them. Don't miss. You're gonna kill yourself. A jam track, so you can play this in Fortnite Festival. Yumi is her name. Change the spelling so that her name doesn't stand for ocean. So there's our third set of V-Bucks. Oh, sorry, that was the Lego Pass. We'll show you the Lego Pass officially. Third set of V-Bucks. Yep. A gun style for her. A loading screen. Red version of her outfit. We got bamboo katana, or bamboo tana. Okay, Flyentific Man, that's the loading screen for this character. Basically a gangster panda. It's reactive. I think the more kills you get, the bigger it gets. Yeah, you can see it's like slowly growing. That's funny. Good sense of humor, guys. The panda parade. That's awesome. Panda floaty. Reporting for duty. Why does he have so many badges? That's too many badges entirely. Okay. We got this cool, like, see-through body armor thing going on, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So this is red style for him. Same character, but he's red. But it is kind of funny, because he goes from being a normal panda to his red style, which is a red panda. Which looks like, you know, it's closer to like a teddy bear, you know? Hey, Cuphead, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you again. Sorry, we're doing our review. I will talk. Just, let's get through this. Okay, so we got a red style for his katana. Then we got the OXR spray. Is this a spray? That's an emote. Sprays suck. A red panda version. Except it'd be cool if the tail was actually like a red panda's tail. Right? If they're gonna go as far as to make him look like a red panda, they should give him a red panda tail, which is like almost more like a foxtail. Banner. Another emote. This is the actual skin. Damn it. Okay. So now we got OM gloves. Okay, so yeah, this is she's the character at the end there, but that's actually kind of a cool sword. I actually kind of like that. I wonder, it's probably only usable by them though. Another emote. A jam track, which is kind of cool. A May Zing work. So her name is May, I'm guessing. Did we have V-Bucks? No, our third V-Bucks are here, so this is our fourth set of V-Bucks. Then we got her back bling, which is looks like a little computer almost. It probably is, honestly. It's meant to be a computer. And we got Battle Gamer May? Probably May. It's probably May. Anyways, you see her in the trailer. She shoots a bug to protect Peely, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and we got joystick jumper. That's cool. They're virtual reality sticks, VR headset sticks. So those are cool. Good sportsmanship. And this is like a new style for her too, by the looks of it, because she's got a different color scheme. This is her original, which is kind of mixed, but this one's like more blues and lighter colors. Then we got a loading screen for them. And the fifth set of V-Bucks, we're at 500 so far. GG. This is another version of her. This is her actual emote. Huh. Yeah, you got her AR. Or, like, sorry, AR, what am I talking about? Her gun skin. Yeah, this is actually, I like this one more. I like the lighter colors. Now this gent, this guy is pretty, actually looks pretty awesome. He's got his exosuit. That is actually like a OG exosuit character I might actually use. Plexiplastic axe. Okay, so it's not typical metal. A jam track for him. So this is Harvester. And a new loading screen. Defend the island. Why are we always defending this thing? Banner icon for him, so it's basically no bugs. It's like an unofficial, like, Helldiver crossover, honestly. Rip Slade in his exosuit. He looks like a badass. Here's his glider. And I don't think they gave us a glider in the first one. Here's our 6th or 7th set. I think a 6th set of V-Bucks. So this is more of a yellow. This is his other stuff, but it's like a yellow style. Yellow and black. There's a new emote. Fireworks? You have to land in on fireworks? Or, I don't know, maybe they were going for like the explosions as somebody's trying to fly in. Yeah, that's the black version. Okay, so we got this new character. I don't know what her name is. That's actually a pretty cool, like the ones that kind of created like a HUD in front of you. That's actually a pretty cool back bling, honestly. How are you supposed to reach that pistol? That's like in a really awkward place. Loading screen with all the main characters that we've gone over. Harvester. Kind of basic. That's 700 V-Bucks. Onyx Winter. Alright. Well, it's just Winter, I think, is her actual name. Onyx is the style. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. The war table. A new emote for Winter. 900 V-Bucks? 800. I'm losing count. We'll count them up before we're done. Okay, those electro pincers look cool. The purple ones? I like the purple ones more. Okay, so it's still Onyx. So her name is Onyx. I thought it was Winter. Her name, I think, okay, I get it now. Her full name is Onyx Winter. Anyways. Dragon, oh, God, yeah. Here's the reason I'm here. So, the final skin, the last two skins of the game is the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. So, starting with the Green Ranger, this is his stuff. He's got his Summoning the Dragon Zord thing. Where, you know, everybody, they all have a... It'd be cool to hear that one, but obviously I think it's because I'm not in it that I can't fully preview it. Yeah, and then we got... All of them do this, apparently, and it changes depending which ranger you have equipped. And we got the loading screen for him, which is pretty good. I would probably be using that one as soon as I get it. Each ranger has their own harvester that is their weapon from the show. So he has the dagger, the Pink Ranger has the bow, Black Ranger has the axe. You get it. Yeah. It's probably the only emote I could actually see myself using. I almost never use the emotes. If I remember, each ranger can use this one, and it changes, again, based on what ranger you have equipped. And then we got, of course, the actual skin. Very detailed. I really like it. Then, of course, the very last page, 14 of 14, is the White Ranger stuff. So you got Saba, the talking tiger dagger. Or I think it's a sword. It's like a sword. And of course there's his loading screen, which honestly I'd probably use this one because it's like not including other OCs. It is a Power Rangers specific one anyways. Back bling, of course, you get the White Ranger Morpher, which I think is awesome. We got the more V-Bucks. Again, we're going to count them up at the end. His banner for the previous character. Did we not get a... We didn't get a White Tiger banner, by the looks of things. Lame. But this glider is... I hope that all the Rangers have a glider like this. I really do, because that would be awesome. Last set of V-Bucks. And of course, the actual skin. So we're going to really quickly count up those V-Bucks before we move on. Then we'll go over the OG Pass, Music, and Lego Pass. And then we will play a round or two, just to kind of show you guys some of the new locations. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get 1,000 V-Bucks on the pass, which honestly that's kind of lame because they used to give out like 14. But now you will have exactly enough to buy the Battle Pass if you were to not have things like Fortnite Crew. So let's go to the next pass. So the OG pass is, I mean, I'm not 100% into these. I don't really do much of the OG stuff, but it's kind of cool that you can play one mode and get them all. So you get a bunch of extra stuff added to your account just by playing. So we'll start from the beginning. We got Red Line Racer. Alright, and then we got their Harvester, which actually looks pretty cool. This is a pretty cool contrail. Kind of makes them look like a Ghost Rider-esque motorcycle. The Lazy Mayhem, which is probably a reference to Lazy Lake. Redline Revenge. That's actually a pretty good looking gun skin, honestly. I don't see myself using a lot of it. I like my themed ones from like Marvel. This is their glider. Nice and simple, but still looks pretty cool. Back bling, you know, it makes him kind of feel like a superhero from like My Hero. I don't know how dangerous having something like this would actually be. Just saying. There's basically this is the red version of her style. And then we got some emotes. New banner. And there's the continuation of the red style. We got Sea Bobber. What is this like? It's a harvester. It's a harvester with a shark on the end. It's a fishing rod with a little inflatable shark on the end. Tidal floaty. You can use it to come in because it's got a glider effect for it, or contrail, sorry. Duck. Where? Rescue board. I just like the surfboard ones. They look cool. I don't really use any of them anymore, but I mean, give me a Silver Surfer one and we'll talk. Happy Unhappy Sun. Tide Strider is the actual character name. Okay. Comes with the Lego style, which is cool. Oh my god. The rescue run from fucking Baywatch. That's really funny. And the other style, which is kind of hard to see from the distance here, but it's an orca instead of a shark. And I think that's funny. Different kind of board. Here's her gun skin. It's reactive. No, it's animated. Banner. And there's the orca version of her floaty. Tide Strider. So it's a yellow style instead of the red. Oh. Drift. Nice. Actually, that looks pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool looking save. Okay. All fits the character. So Rift Reaver Drift. So yeah, they're basically all like reskin, like redone skins of original characters. Ooh, I actually like his black and purple. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. That doesn't look bad at all. Music Pass, what do we got? So this is still the old Music Pass. This has not changed much. You get a Bruno Mars skin at the beginning. You get a square up, a nice like background animation for Jam. Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. No, we don't, because we don't like Bruno Sands' theme song, a jam track. It's only a minute long. New Aura, pixelated. Into the Underworld is an Epic Games jam track that's exclusive. Okay, I mean, like, I can't, like I said, I probably won't use much of this stuff, and I don't really listen to Bruno Mars. Nothing against him, I just don't listen to him. Like, I always had a chuckle at the song Grenade because, like, Bruno Mars, why are people throwing grenades at your girlfriend? That was a meme, too, just so you're clear. I'm not stealing the content. It's just... that stuck with me. Because it's a valid question. Like, I get the message of the song. It's the lack of reciprocity in his relationship. Okay, Lego Fortnite. I have not done much with Lego Fortnite, but, you know, Lego Fortnite Odyssey is fun. Because it's like a survival Minecraft-style game, but it's set with Lego and Fortnite characters, and it's fun, and you got even, like, Fortnite, like, animals running around and stuff, so, I mean, I guess it's cool, but I have only played a little bit of it. But it is definitely, like, a lighter tone of the game, right? Candied Kitchen. Deco Glam Bedroom. Yeah, like, there's just extra stuff. I don't even know how you necessarily utilize these. Oh, but you get an emote. I see one of these as a llama, but I'm going to tell you the rest of it doesn't look like anything appetizing. Chicken. Banana. So, like, yeah, it gives you a bunch of... The Lego Pass typically just gives you extra stuff. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get as much done on the last one because it was the Star Wars-themed one. So there's a lot of cool Star Wars-themed stuff, like the troop transport. But anyways, that's the actual... Those are the passes, right? So we'll go back up to the regular Battle Pass because we can go through the bonus stuff as much as we can. And obviously we have the Megazord coming as a special skin in September. Right? And I think in that time frame, somewhere in there, we're actually going to get a... I think we're going to get an announcement that's Power Rangers related, just a theory. But also, I think that these are the other Zords. I think that their other Zords will be the gliders for each Ranger. And maybe that the last one would probably be the Dragon Zord, or maybe they'll have their Thunder Zord alternatives for their glider styles. Just a thought. Hard to say how far in they want to go, but I mean, they could easily do a complete Power Ranger season with how many different Power Ranger skins there actually could be. Next up, we'll go to the bonus stuff. So we've got Crimson Visuals Glider, some more V-Bucks. Here's the 1100, that's the 1100 mark. Oh, we do get some White Ranger emote stuff. This will probably be one of the few times we actually try to get to level 200, because there is a bunch of stuff in here that we do want. This is probably the season I'm going to want to complete the most, but it looks like we got a bunch of new styles for other characters. Tiger's Eye, Yumi, Winter Onyx, yeah, and we got more V-Bucks, so let's see if we can count the extra V-Bucks, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't know what the last page is. We don't get that until 10 days from now. 9 days from now. But it's got some really cool stuff. But I mean, I want the complete set for the Power Ranger stuff. I want all of the Power Ranger stuff. So I wonder what they are going to announce on the 26th. What's going to come out that we can actually mess with. I'm excited. But anyways, we're going to actually show you the map now, and that requires us to play. Obviously, you got a good set of quests here. We got some milestone ones, which are thank the bus driver, eliminate players, blah, 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 blah. So these are all great. The dailies, what do we got for weeklies right now? Find and accept shadow briefings, which I have never done. So I've seen the things for them, and I accepted them once. Alright, so yeah, Cuphead, I would say I saw Nobody 2 yesterday, and it is actually a great movie. Wicked fight choreography, and Odenkirk did a lot of his own fight choreography. Like, he did a lot of his own stunts, which was actually pretty impressive, because he is not a guy that came from action movies. I mean, I saw him memorably for the first time as Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad, so he's come a long way, and I may not know the guy, but I'm proud of him for taking care of his career that way and, like, trying to branch out, playing interesting characters that way. Damage players for the first Storm Circle. Okay, I don't really care. Like, these are kind of rough week 1 quests, I'm not gonna lie. These aren't gonna be easy. Alright. I want to see what it did to my settings. Well, we'll just play solo and see how it goes. There's about 3 or 4 new locations. If we can hit them all in the first match, we will. Otherwise, we'll drop in on them in the beginning. I do think we're going to get a Nobody 3 because he still isn't done paying off his debt. So if you remember, like, he still owed like 30 million or something, and the missions he was doing were only like 800 grand a piece. I don't know how much the Lindina was worth, but she wasn't technically a mission he was assigned, so I don't know if they're going to pay him for it. So there's the whole storyline there of him capping off his debt with the agency so he can actually quit. I don't normally play on PC, guys, so this is probably going to suck. Connecting. Oh, to show you some of the emotes that you get with the Power Rangers pack. Each ranger has a different pose, too. Okay, so the newest locations are Raiders Ruin, the Hive, and Swarmy Stash in the OXR HQ. Some of the Star Wars stuff is still lingering. Ranger's Rune and stuff is kind of dangerous. They all kind of are, because they have these NPC bugs that you have to fight. So we're gonna drop in there, and I'll show you kind of what we're dealing with here. It also is kind of a crazy place for players. In addition to, we'll go over the Power Rangers bundle specifically after we're done this match. I'm gonna see if I can take you guys to all the locations within this match. So there, you can see it's kind of torn down, and there's this bug hive in the middle. And little bugs will appear around these like nesting pods right here. You see that one right there. I can't ping it because I'm trying to fly. And you see this smaller nest right here. So these are where the game can get kind of scary because they are frustrating. You can fight them, and yeah, you get the issue with this area is usually that it's very heavily player populated. See, I got lucky there because like one more move and I would have been dead. Area that is very hard to heal in. These guys are relentless, by the way. They will just keep hitting you. They seem to be also really good at finding you pretty much anywhere. Come on, I'm stuck. So the way to stop them for real is to get rid of their nests. See, and that's what you have to put up with in these areas. It's going to be a lot of player resistance. Yeah, I'd say that nobody whose fight scenes are very John Wick. I feel like that they are the lighter tone John Wick. You know, it's where people quickly reintegrates into like civilian life and the obvious risks that come with that. But yeah, I feel like this season brought out a lot of the crazy players, so honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get very far. So anyways, some of the Power Rangers ones are, there's this one, which each ranger, like I said, has their own. Then there's this one, which actually changes depending which ranger you have equipped. Each ranger comes with a, not only obviously the skin, but you get their coin and their weapon as a harvester. So I got the power sword for this guy, and actually it's pretty detailed. Power coins are perfectly clear. And then, where'd my last one go? There's one more. Where'd it go? There's the Zordon one. It's basically a May the Power Protect You one. And it's Zordon. But it looks like Jonesy almost. Anyways, we'll go to the Hive next. This is one of the next new locations. All the blue smokestacks are basically hives. There is one in where the, I'm not sure what that place was, but it was like basically a demon temple in the last season, and it is now a bug place. Yeah, you finish this season, you get a you get the green and white ranger to finish off your set. I would think it would be super cool that they could maybe do additional styles, because they could go as far up as Zeo, probably. Like, you could do the whole Zordon era, honestly, and all of the 90s kids would be all the frick over that. Fucking shotgunner! Damn it! If I'd had a shotgun, I could maybe. Take the watch off. Yeah, that's the second one. It is, like I said, this whole season is rough. I should probably have done this a year ago. A bit more of an even fight, because I'm not a builder. Zordon one, yo. That's so weird. before I get myself muted. It's gonna get... It's part of the game. I can't... Like, if I do an emote, I can't... It's, like, no fun to not do them at all. We'll go to Swarmy Stash and see if we can... I'm really hoping, like, we can actually have a match where we survive past the launch area. But, I'm gonna have problems because I'm playing on PC, and I don't play well with PC. I'm not a mouse and keyboard player, honestly. I mean, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm not gonna be building anyways. I mean, I've been playing Rivals a lot, so I mean, my aim should be a little bit better. We're gonna load up before we go in. Okay, that wasn't awful. Not the best, but you know, could have been worse. Free experience. My stuff. I just ranked up on the whatever, so I think a drop pod just came down with a boon and stuff, which I don't really like those. I think it's I'm not gonna say no to one. No, I don't want that. Okay, so we'll go to the actual point that I was talking about. I just wanted to... I don't get many chances to arm up. I figured I'd arm up before I go down there. I feel like this was a good choice for this glider, for the Red Ranger. Unless they give us Zords, because if they give every character a Zord, I'm absolutely only going to want those. That's the blaster I was talking about. you guys could fuck off for half a moment. Fucking mad that that guy could hit me in the foot. I would say I'm better at the shooting part of it. I don't think I could build to save my life, but I've definitely developed slightly better. That fucking weapon swap got me. See, like, that's where I screw up, is the weapon swap. Not as precise as I could be. Fuck off. Fucking reminders. We're only gonna play one more so we can actually land at the HQ itself, because we didn't go there. It's the last one. Then I'm gonna punch off, but that was close. Getting a bit of a headache. Fucking hate it. Your sword there. I don't know if you know, but it's in your wrist. How dare you? But yeah, I think the articulating glider is kind of cool because it's like, it looks very Power Rangers-esque, but, I mean, it's only got a color scheme that matches like the Red Ranger and maybe the black one. I'd have to double check what his stuff was, but it's for that Snap Soldier that came out, where you could customize him in one of the previous seasons. This is the final location. You can see it actually leads straight down into the swarm area. This might suck. Yeah, this is the base you can land at, and it does have a pretty good solid share of loot. And, you know, you get the added bonus of not necessarily having to put up with bugs like the moment you land, which is nice. The bugs are fun. I think it's kind of a fun Helldivers-esque experience. Don't care about any of it. Not even the missile launcher. Actually, I kind of care about the missile launcher. I always break slurp barrels this way, because you get extra experience for doing it. How do I get out of here? What's the other way to leave? Looks like nobody's claimed this spot yet. I really only do this stuff for the experience. My son's always like, why do you level up so much faster than me? And it's like, because I literally open everything. And he will open things with builds. Which is clever, because it's fast and saves you time. But at the same time, like, I want the experience from opening the object. You get, even if it's a couple hundred here and there, you really... come on, leave me alone. Let me do my thing, man. Hit your shots, kids. Coming from the most inaccurate man on the planet. Fresh one. Holy crap. You son of a bitch! Didn't just let me fucking collect my stuff? No, I mean, this is the reason I shouldn't have played Phil. This is what I get. We're going to return to the lobby, because I am done with this bullshit for now. So, anyways. We'll claim our rewards, because I always want to do those before I leave. Introducing Claim All, because we had that before. I used to claim one page at a time, and then they made it so I had to claim one item at a time. That was annoying. Go over the Power Rangers stuff really quick, because I didn't show you guys that. So each Ranger has their own coin, and they each actually glow, and they're kind of, I don't think they're full-on reactive, but they do have an animation to them. And it's based off, it's the movie animation that you're seeing, too. Where it outlines the creature a little bit more. And each of them are super detailed, and they are screen accurate. So I've got my replicas on my wall beside me. They're definitely the way they should be. So, then there's... I wish they would have kept it all together. Let's see if I can actually do that. Yeah, so you can see they're now and they have a reactive and a non-reactive, so like, you can turn off the animation for them. Pickaxes, sort of the same Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think they all look really good. And then obviously you get the white and green ones at the end of the battle pass, so it works. So I think that's going to be it, guys, though. I'm going to do something that does not stress me the fuck out like this game does sometimes. So thanks for checking out the stream space. I'm Pydera. You can find me here on Twitch, Pydera_74, or we're on YouTube, Pydera_74. You can, obviously like, follow, subscribe, leave some comments. We'll obviously interact with you guys. In addition to that, there's a couple other ways you can support the channel. We have our eBay page, which is ebay.ca/SVRetroTech. And that is where you can buy collectible games and actual retros and collectible items. We have the Disney Shorts figures, just as an example, or even Power Rangers Lightning Collection, to some extent. So there's, of course, those, and there's a partnership with W.GG, which you can get energy drink mix from. They also do tumblers, hats, and sweaters, I believe. So you can go there, use creator code PIDERA74 without spaces, and you'll get a 10% discount on the order, I believe, and I get a 10% cut off the order. So, you know, you do that, we both win. Last one is the most direct way, and that is our tipping link through Streamlabs. We'll leave one there. We'll make sure you get a shout out with definitely a say. Thanks for checking it out, guys. I'm going to punch off, but take care, and I'll see you guys next time.